Hey guys, I have a knife overview for y'all today. This is the well-known Spyderco Manix 2 I have right here in my hand. Very nice knife, very solid knife. It could be had for less than $100, around 80 to 85. Starting at the front, you see there is a 3-inch 154 cm blade, and then behind that you have just about a 4.5-inch handle. Together that adds up to be 8 inches. Alright, the spider hole is half of an inch, actually over half of an inch by I don't know. I can't read rulers. About 2/16? No, that's not right. Anyways, it's over half of an inch. Just look at it. Kind of match it up. You can see what I mean. Alright. The width of the knife, pretty big boy, is 1 3/4 inches. Okay. Very wide knife. And this way, it is a hair under a half of an inch. Alright, so this is a big knife. This is a heavy knife. It weighs, I think, 5.5 ounces or 5.3. So it's a knife that when it's in your hand, it makes itself known. I mean, it's solid. It's there. It's not like some knives that are just really lightweight and kind of almost awkwardly lightweight. This one is not. It's hefty, and like I said, makes itself known. You can hold it either like this, which is how I much prefer, or you can choke up a little bit. But this just feels really incredibly awkward, in my opinion. It's just does not feel right. All of these Spyderco knives that I have where you can choke up like this, I just don't like this choked up position. And the knives I'm speaking of is this one, the Paramilitary 2, and the Stretch. Okay, we have some jimping up here on the spine, and then we have some kind of aesthetic jimping, but doesn't really do too much, and then some more of that down here. I don't know, I just don't get the point of that. When you're in a reverse grip, you can feel that stuff right there a lot more, but it's actually really annoying. And then this stuff back here, you just never really feel. So, kind of weird. If you haven't figured it out already, this is G10 handled. And it does come with a pocket clip, but I did take it off for the time being. It's only tip up, but left to right. No tip down. Okay, this uses a lock, and excuse me, I forgot forgot what it's called, but it is similar. It is not the same, but it is similar to the Benchmade Axis lock. It does work differently, but I say it's similar because when you want the knife to close, you pull back on the little lever and it falls, and you can close the knife. All right. Here's what's really happening. There's this little spring, which I will show you, this little bar with a spring on it, and a little ball bearing at the end, and that drops into that little dip right there. And you see right there in the handle, you can see the spring. In the little ball bearing is that little shiny part right there. And then, whoop, it disappears. That was the ball bearing. Then you pull back. There's that ball bearing. Hello, Mr. Ball Bearing. And you're free to close the knife. Okay? So, pretty cool, strong lock. And as you may have heard, audibly, the knife is not very loud. Whoops, fail. Okay? Unlike some knives give a big thwack when you open them, this is just a little tiny click. It makes itself known with the weight, but as far as just the loud, or not loud, as far as the opening goes, it's really quiet. It's a gentle giant. It's big and it's raw, but it's so quiet. That was kind of weird, but It's a very great knife. I love it. It's razor sharp. I am the second owner of this knife, so I'm sure the edge is slightly duller than when it came from Spyderco. But that is a Spyderco Manix 2. Again, this is an overview, not a full-on review, but I will help you guys out, and I'll put a couple links to a couple reviews in the description. All right. Late Boy Scout was the first owner, so I'll find his review and I'll put that in the underbar along with another one. Okay, this is a great knife. Man, I cannot say enough about this knife. It is really one of my favorite Spydercos I've ever handled. It's just, man, it's one of those knives you see and it's like, oh, it looks comfortable, and then you get it in your hand and you're like, holy damn, it is comfortable. I gotta get me one of them. And yeah, you do. So add one to your Christmas list, little children, and just pray that Santa brings you one in your stocking come December 25th. Again, this is the Spyderco Manix 2. Thank you all for watching. You have a good one.